Hello everyone, Luke Smith here. It is the 16th of December, so Saturday, halfway through the month. Let's open up number 16. You probably already know what we're going to talk about today. We got a couple of articles, which it should be this one first, of the Daniel Larson Wiki reading. So we are opening door number 16. So let's do that. And we have, if it comes out, there you go, the dairy milk. To be fair, there's only like 4 different types of chocolate in this thing. I wish there was more variety in it, but let's do the Daniel Larson Wiki reading, starting with failed meetups. On December 8th and 9th of 2023, Daniel was convinced by management and impersonators of Grace and Tina Vanderwall that he would be meeting up with them at various locations around Denver, including a King Scoops, a Regal movie theatre, a Dave & Buster's, and a Four Seasons hotel. Well, they really get around. It was that the Denver tour. Daniel's TikTok account was set to private, so he had been on a hiatus from his YouTube community page, and he had a hiatus for about 6 days, and this started on the 8th, making incidents prior to the 9th more difficult to document. However, Daniel uploaded his interaction with the police at King Scoopers and live streams himself waiting for the Vanderwalls at various locations on the 9th. This live stream included interactions with security at Dave & Buster's. Now, like I keep on saying, these are impersonators. These are basically trolls pretending that they're the Vanderwall family and Grace and Tina Vanderwall. And Daniel has been believing this shit for, I think, since like 2021, I believe. And for some reason he really thinks that he is in a relationship and wants to get involved with the Vanderwall family. And I'm pretty sure that I'm actually sure that the Vanderwalls actually know about Daniel Larson, and then they're keeping their distance from him at the minute. So Daniel is still fucking creepy. King Scoopers, that's an ice cream shop, I'm pretty sure. Filmed on the 8th but uploaded to his YouTube page on December 9th, Daniel interacted with the police after customers grew concerned over what Daniel has been saying over the phone and his belongings stay in the store. By the way, this is only going to be a reading. I'm not going to be showing any videos. If you really want to see any videos, you need to go on to Daniel Larson's 101 page on YouTube. Everything is there, or just come to the wiki. And you know what, in fact, I'm going to put these 2 articles in the description below so you can actually watch the videos in your own time. Daniel was arrested this day and bonded out shortly after. Why did they bond him out? He should have been arrested and staying there. Wild goose case. The next day, Daniel was still convinced that he would be meeting with the Vanderwall family, and went to multiple different locations in an attempts to see them. Daniel live streamed these attempts and interactions over the course of the videos. It also got, I'm gonna like pop that up because that's a police report there. Let me just click it. There you go, that'll pop up, that's fine. The internet's a bit slow because it's in the evening, it normally happens. The case ensures. Throughout Daniel's trek, he is confused numerous times by the Vanderwall's impersonators about Grace and Tina's supposed locations. Impersonators inhabited both his text and YouTube livestream comments. Entering the movie theatre to watch Napoleon. Oh shit, yeah, that's out this month. I want to see that. But Daniel realises his lack of ticket after being sent a fake ticket by code by trolls. Fucking hell. Daniel shockingly manages to be accepted. Continue here, and there's no can't continue there because it hasn't been fully updated. Olive Garden apology, and this will go on to the next article we're talking about. The following day, December 10th, while sitting inside of Olive Garden, Daniel went live multiple times and apologised to various people. This quickly spirals out of control, which leads to the Olive Garden incident, and that was last updated on the 14th, a couple of days ago. So, let's have a look at this police report and see what it says. I'm also going to put this chocolate in because I need the sugar from it. So, Daniel Robert Larson, age 25, of white male. Updates are no longer available, obviously, because he's been bailed out. Ethnicity unknown. Date of birth sometime in November. Aliases Daniel Robert Larson. ID number status date on the 8th. Out of custody, bonded out, so he must have bonded himself out. Book date on the 8th. So, go back up here. To be fair, that is some nice chocolate in that thing, I'm not going to lie. Olive Garden incident. On December 10th, 2023, Daniel Larson started a live stream on his YouTube channel while at a Denver, Colorado Olive Garden. Isn't an Olive Garden where old people hang out to eat? I'm not, apart from breadsticks, I'm really not quite sure what Olive Garden does. I know it's a restaurant, but I don't know. I'm hopefully going to America next year sometime, so I'm bound to find out. Daniel, under a possibly manager feud fed delusion, attempts to get him and Grace Vanderbilt a reservation at said Olive Garden. This was subsequently trespassed, but he was and kicked out of the restaurant after repeatedly being told not to film inside. Most likely because he was causing a scene and there were children about, and he loves filming children because he's a paedophile. Demanding a table for 8 people, causing a scene inside the restaurant when confronted, yelling explicits at the staff, attempting to perform a citizen's arrest on everyone inside, and most notably pulling the fire alarm that prompted of his chat. This thing, I've actually seen the entirety of that live stream where he does it. He's a fucking nut job. Coincidentally, this incident occurred in the 1-year anniversary of one of Daniel's most infamous meltdowns. Wasn't it one of his the worst meltdown a month ago when he was at that other place? I can't remember the name of the place, but he recently had one that was absolutely fucking shocking. More interestingly, the incident gained viral TikTok attention as Noah Gain Carter, a TikToker with 8 million followers, made a TikTok video about it. Well, there's some push for you. The incident. In the beginning of the live stream, Daniel is seen seated at a table in Denver, Colorado Olive Garden, where a subsequent incident would take place. I can never say that word properly. Daniel came to the Olive Garden in the hopes of meeting up with his long time victim of stalking, Grace Vanderbilt, her family, Daniel McDougal, and supposed other celebrities. It is important to know that before this, trolls pretended to be Grace Vanderbilt and her mother, Tina Vanderbilt, had repeatedly attempted to arrange meetings with Daniel to troll him. Like I said, that's trolls pretending to be them, by the way. And this being another one of these attempts. When inside, Daniel went as far as to ask a table for 8, which I'm pretty sure, over here, if you want a table for a maximum of 10 people, say if it's a harvester or a beef eater, you need to call or book in advance online. Yeah. Which he surprisingly managed to obtain without any issue, probably because the place must have been empty then, because that's the only way you do that. According to a worker who posted to the r/Daniel Larson subreddit, Seriously, there was someone that knows about it in there. Even thought Daniel got his tables. The staff was not happy, and it caused a loss in revenue for the restaurant. There's a quote here: "When I came in, I noted him sitting at a table with 8 menus. He came in saying that he was coming with 8 people. My co-worker was pissed because she lost money because he was occupying one of their biggest tables." And there's a fucking shit in it. Like, someone like Daniel goes like lying and like taking over a table for 8 people. That's like, let's see, $50-$60 a head, and at times by 8, it's like, I don't know, I can't do math on top of my head. It's like $400 over that. So that would have been a big loss. Even though Daniel was seated, he refused to order any food until Grace or anyone else came to meet him. It was probably for the best, because he would have dined and dashed afterwards. Then when a waiter came in to tend to Daniel, he immediately started to ask the Olive Garden if they had steak, showing a complete lack of knowledge of money management at all. Steak is expensive, trust me, I know, and I love steak. Medium rare, that's how I like it. Money management at all. When he exhibited in the past, it's also plausible that Daniel expected them to pay, which is highly likely. However, when he told that he could only have one side order of it, he said to the waiter, "Give me a second. Let me make a phone call and let me double check. We'll go from there." No, they want you to answer straight a fucking way. You should have had to look at the menu before you started. That's how it normally works. Referring to the trolls pretending to be Grace and her family, every so often, Daniel is approached by the workers at the Olive Garden, being polite, there's a bit of an error there, asking to stop filming. However, Daniel claimed that he could not stop because LBI Entertainment don't want him to stop. The employer makes Daniel aware that they're blowing the phones up. In other words, they're spam calling the restaurant. And at the Olive Garden he was staying at has been receiving multiple phone calls with people on the other line claiming that Daniel was breaking objects, along with warnings that Daniel was going to dine and dash. He always does that, without even paying his tab. Well, that's what dine and dash means. Daniel was then asked to stop filming again, but told that the restaurant he was staying at was not a public place but a private place. Their filming was not permitted unless permission was given, and additionally stating that they would not allow him to buy any more food there unless there was proof of people showing up there, as there was none. That's true. I mean, like, you can't really film at a restaurant or like live stream at a restaurant unless you got permission, of course. So yeah, I suppose it's okay like taking a picture of your food or filming your food for Instagram because there's gonna be no other people in it, but yeah, just don't do it or ask permission. Even when told this, Daniel was refused to stop filming, following up by saying that FBI was here coming to dinner with him. Yeah, like the FBI will want to have dinner with you, and was coming to sort out this situation. The manager proceeded to leave, presumably after realising that he could not talk any type of sense into Daniel. Over the course of the live stream, after receiving several texts from trolls, Daniel then began to claim that members of his security team, Tina Vanderwald and Rick Yorn, alerted that the workers were compromised. They were compromised and might be putting their hands onto him. More importantly, that the manager of Olive Garden, which the manager was amazing, by the way. I saw the live stream. It was like, she handled the situation perfectly, and I do applaud her. I think that was the manager. She looked official. I can't remember, where the hell am I? And more importantly, that the manager of the Olive Garden has been leaked his location and was printed out in the nude photos that she found on the quote troll website. Yeah, that would never happen in that situation. A manager would never do that. They wouldn't even be looking into you at that point. They'd want to get on with their own fucking shit, to be fair. In a fit of hysteria, Daniel then claimed that Race Vanderbilt was in the parking lot of the Olive Garden being arrested. Although this was soon to be out, soon found out that the photo was in fact not Grace, but a photo from Google Images taken years ago and in Australia. It begs the question as to why Daniel never went into the parking lot to see Grace. Yep, why the fuck didn't you go out and check? I don't know why. You even believed it so much, yet you never went out just to double check. Fucking thick as shit. In parking lot to see Grace, the girl apparently he loves in person, but he will never receive the answer to this. But we will never receive the answer to this. In the heat of the moment, Daniel then confronted an employee about his suspicions, claiming that the FBI was in the parking lot. Again, why didn't you go out to check? Even though there wasn't even there, you probably fucking knew that. Was in the parking lot and was working with the Olive Garden company to fire the head manager. Yeah, the FBI cannot fucking do that. The employee encourages Daniel to have the FBI come in, as another employee attempt to convince Daniel that there is no manager committing a cyber attack on Daniel. However, the attempt is unsuccessful and Daniel continues to mouth off to the staff inside. Daniel then proceeds to sit at a table for over half an hour, waiting for the FBI while not purchasing any food. See, you're wasting the staff's time doing that, and money, while not purchasing any food and holding up a table anyone else could potentially use. Daniel then claims that his management is sending images of the police attacking Grace. He proceeds to run to the lobby of the building, where he confronts multiple employees, to which he is told to calm down, mainly on account that the fact is Daniel is yelling explicits at the staff and yelling about nude photographs of himself being printed. There are children there, while there are children there eating with their families. During the confrontation, Daniel attempts to perform a citizen's arrest on the staff, with the intention of holding up every single staff member of the Olive Garden there up until the police or the FBI arrives. Daniel then singles out an employee, alleging that she was the co-manager who has been cyber attacking him. Okay, so it's just an employee, but still, give that employee a medal for controlling the situation. Like, she's fantastic. If she wasn't a manager, then you make her a fucking manager now, because she was really good. I did actually like how she handled it. The manager of the Olive Garden once again told him to stop film. Oh, she was? Okay. And more importantly, threatened to call the police if Daniel did not leave at that very moment, to which she had to do when Daniel told her to call the police. The manager, while dialing 911, details that there was a man harassing employees at the Olive Garden. When asked if Daniel had any weapons, Daniel confirms that he did not have any weapons on his person, apart from a sex toy in his bag. And that's been confirmed when the police was looking through his bag when he was arrested that one time at the campus. They found a dildo in it. It's like that. That's no lie. They actually found it. Daniel then tells the employee that she has been fired, and LBI Entertainment was going to sue her for following this. Daniel begins harassing the employee about the legitimacy of the police and loitering in the lobby for a few more minutes. Daniel dashes towards the fire alarm and pulls it. An employee attempts to stop Daniel, but Daniel was successful in pulling and setting off the alarm. In the same Reddit post made by an employee of the Olive Garden, they state that if anything, anyone was just merely confused to why the alarm went off. And that's like the worst thing that happened, because like the fire team, like the fire service came to basically find out why it was set off, and that basically wastes fire services time and money, because they're coming because a fucking retard had to set the alarm off, and someone would have got burnt alive in a real fire while they was dealing with this fucking shit. So yeah, well done for wasting valuable time there. All of my co-workers in the kitchen were hella confused why the fire alarm went off twice. They were all giggling. Everyone had a fun time then. When he returns to the lobby, there are multiple people can be seen exiting. He complains that the staff are calling 911 again, and ends live with the Olive Garden employees struggling to disable the alarm. I'm pretty sure you should know how to disable an alarm. I mean, like, we know how to like disable an alarm at our workplace. Come on now. As Daniel shouts at them, there are a bunch of trolls for supposedly printing out his nudes. The live stream proceeded to end when the fire department went to the Olive Garden, proceeding to question Daniel as to why he pulled the alarm. Aftermath. Shortly after the live stream ended, Reddit user that uploaded an image to Daniel Larson's subreddit of Daniel talking to a police officer in the parking lot. Daniel went live again in the stream titled Daniel Larson filling out a police report at the Olive Garden. In the stream, a police officer gives Daniel a trespass notice for the Olive Garden for a year, as well as a criminal charge for pulling the alarm. Additionally, Daniel is given a February 14th court date at Jefferson County for this. He's going to spend Valentine's Day in court. Good. Olive Garden employee speaks out. An employee at the Olive Garden posted a photo of him on the Daniel Larson subreddit while he was talking to police officers inside. In a comment thread under the photo, the employee revealed that Daniel was able to obtain a table for 8, and even though he should be, Daniel was not banned from entering the Olive Garden. I thought they gave him like a year ban. And this bit was added today. Old Chicago. The following day, on the 11th, Daniel was confronted. Oh yeah, I did see this as well. Okay, so this is like updated for this. Was conceived that he was training for LBI Entertainment and the Vanderbilt Management Team, which included needing to thank customer service workers for their service. You're not the president, you fucking idiot. Even though he claims to be. Daniel chose to do it at an Old Chicago chain. Again, what is Old Chicago? I don't know what kind of food they do, but yeah. I'm guessing meat and beef. Eventually Daniel was approached by the restaurant staff, including the line cook guy. Daniel was then escorted out by the police officers while being repeatedly asked by staff to leave. To leave. Outside, Daniel and the officers discussed the previous night at the Olive Garden and how he can try and prevent running into the law in the future. In other words, stop being a fucking dick to people and stop filming everything you do. Stop believing things what you're told. He proceeded to call the cops again due to him spotting a red car, which is just like a random guy in a red car. Unlike the videos in the Olive Garden, these videos were removed from YouTube. They have been archived below. Okay, that's good. Alright, and that was last updated yesterday. So yeah, that was another nutjob incident of Daniel Larson's life. Again, he will never learn from this. He will keep believing shit what people tell him online, yeah, he will just never fucking learn. Never mind, we get entertainment out of it. It's a bloody shame that the police have to waste their time dealing with his bullshit. But yeah, that has been the Daniel Larson update. I know I haven't talked about him for about, I think, over a month or so. I'm not quite sure. Will he get up to mischief on the run up to Christmas or the New Year? Who fucking knows? But I always check this every single day. Same reason I check the I checked the wiki or the quickie for Chris Can content. But yeah, the next Saturday video, it's going to be kind of a me talking about lolcows at Christmas, as like how, like what I think a lolcow would do at Christmas, that sort of thing. I haven't really thought much about it, to be fair, so it's going to be on the fly. So tomorrow I'll be having a vlog. I'm going to discuss the happenings of this week, because to me it's been a bit shit, but yeah, I'm going to get a few things off my chest. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time.